All right, how we doing today, everybody? I'm gonna do a couple of videos. I'm gonna do a little more serious video a little later about the young lady that was found dead in her hotel in Mexico. But I want to really talk about. It looks like I'm about 90% sure this is going to happen. A few things with politics. Again, I'll tell you this: do not let this thing affect you guys mentally, spiritually. We got some serious issues, all right? And times are going to keep getting darker and darker. And I just think that there's bigger fish to fry. There's just too many other things to worry about other than who's going to get, who's going to be put in office. Let me tell you something, all right? You need to look at things from think from a higher level, okay? Uh, I'm not saying that things are like social injustice or wokeism is not important. I'm not saying that, all right? But a lot of what I'm telling you about, really, in the end of the day, the end game of it is business, okay? Because the one thing that's not really explained is what is the end game by all this. Now, that being said, it looks like the Senate is going to maintain Democratic control, not by much, I believe by 1 or 2 seats, and the House of Representatives is going to be taken over by the Republicans. The Republicans are going to have control over that by between 5 to 7 seats. I think there's some votes that they had to look at in California. All right. But that's really not going to change the outcome, between 4 to 7 seats, something like that. All right. And it appears as though this GOP speaker it's going to be a new speaker in the House of Representatives. His name is Kevin McCarthy. All right. It looks as if, and I read this back in 2018 in the USA Today article, that what's her name? I'm trying to think. Y'all know who she is going to retire. Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, is supposed to retire. Okay, I guess especially amid she was contemplating that maybe after this break-in in her house. All right, with her husband being attacked. And I mentioned this before, but here's what I like to say. Okay, so now there's change. Well, not too much of a change, but that red wave didn't happen the way that they thought it was going to happen. This is the Republicans. You guys what y'all plan on doing? Okay, what are the solutions that are going to be brought forth moving forward? Or I guess when they open things back up for business January 3rd. What direction do we go for at least the next 2 years? All right. I think I know what's going to happen in 2024. Some of y'all that claim that y'all woke, y'all know what's going to happen. Okay. But until then, what do they plan on doing? All right. It doesn't probably look like it looks like to me any bills that's going to come across if the Republicans are and thought of it. All right. They're going to end up being deaded in the House. And even though the Democrats, they'll have 52 seats, it has to be a 2/3 vote, so it's not going to be enough Republican votes anyway. And the Republicans are in lockstep, okay? So that means they need 15, 16 votes. All right, to approve the bill. Okay, the House brings forth the bill, the Senate approves it. All right, approves meaning the funding as well, from my understanding. All right, from taking things like government and political science. And don't you know, the average politician, if that still stands, is 64 years old. So I think that you have some new people in office. Some of those guys like 80, some are even pushing 90 years old. All right, I think some of those guys ended up being replaced. Nancy Pelosi looks like she's going to be one of them. All right. But where are the solutions? I mean, what do they plan on doing? You got things before I leave here. Unemployment is going to be back on the rise again. High interest rates, which is the Fed, is trying to get under control. All right, by I'm saying, high interest rates, but high inflations. Okay, but the interest rate has to be raised to get the inflation down. And even if they don't do it, okay, then inflation is going to be up anyway, so it's going to be one or the other. All right. Uh, what else? This quantitative tightening. A lot of people are going to probably be stressed out because 2023 is supposed to be a pretty rough year. Okay, a lot of at least half of that year, people worry about what's going on in the stock market. Okay, well, you had a 11-year bull run. It can't be like that forever. Okay, things will get better. All right, just hold the things that you have. I mean, maybe a time like a bear time, that'd probably be a good time for you maybe to invest in some stocks, meaning that they're cheap, or you can put in some, maybe do some put options. All right, ladies and gentlemen, find spiritual ways. Okay, this is a chance, maybe, I don't know, for maybe a great awakening. All right, maybe what they call like the Great Awakening back in the day, the first and second one. Pray, do some soul searching, work on things like your health. Go get checked out by the doctor. Okay, don't be scared to go to the doctor and fix whatever you need to fix. Maybe it's a chance for you to get in shape. That's if you find yourself laid off, and get back out there. Polish off your resume. And in the meanwhile, maybe there's things that you could do. Maybe, like, I don't know, little gig jobs. Maybe you can start a buying and selling business on Amazon. Work at a store, at a Walmart or something, or Kroger. All right, to try to hold yourself down until things maybe pick back up. Looks like maybe in the late spring. Okay, but it's one of the things that you have to stay focused and not let the TV, all right, distract you or affect you emotionally. All right, turn the damn TV off. Maybe read something constructive. Get into something constructive. Get off, social media and that type of stuff. All right, so don't spend so much doggone time on it. All right. Even a lot of these media people, okay, or social media influencers have a lot of problems. Now, I don't want to keep going on and on with rambling on. All right, so that's just a thought for the day, okay? Stay spiritually intact and stay tuned for the next video.